Hello and good afternoon, Ms. Hong. Today I will introduce myself and my group members. My name is Fazreen Shahidi and my group members Aisyah, Affan, Aliya Qarina, Sofea Nazri and Adib. We are from Group B and today I will be presenting about what is mass media. Firstly, mass media is technology that is intended to reach a mass media audience and it is the primary means of communication used to reach the vast majority of the general public. The most common platform for mass media are newspaper, magazine, radio, television, and the internet. However, the general public typically relies on the mass media to provide information regarding political issue, social issue, entertainment, and news in pop culture. Besides that, there are four major functions of mass media. The first is surveillance. This is to provide information about issues, events, and development in society. The second is correlations, meaning that the individual understand their role in society. A term that best fits with correlation is agenda setting, which means the media doesn't tell you what to think, but to think about media tells you what is and what is not important. I will pass to my next teammate, which is Aisyah.
Alright, thank you Fazreen for explaining the introduction of mass media. Well, my name is Aisyah Binti Affan, student ID 0133120, and I will be explaining on the examples of privacy issues on social media. Social media. Well, social media is becoming more important in our lives. That is why privacy on social media is more meaningful than ever. The way we use social media such as Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn and other social media networks can have a significant influence on the society for better or worse. Nevertheless, you can reap all of the benefits of social media while presuming few of the risk. Here are some examples of privacy concerns to be conscious of. First of all is stalking. Strangers aren't the only ones who pose a threat to your social media privacy. Friends and family may turn out to be impolite at times. Internet stalking and online harassment may have become well-known attacks, and social media makes them extremely easy to carry out. For instance, you post on your Instagram stories with just putting a picture of videos with your current location, or the picture of the picture that you posted, like a picture of you holding maybe a credit card, and somehow the credit card number shows on the picture. So from that, a stalker can simply track where you are, what you are doing, and also they can know your personal details and your bank account details. And from that, they can follow you, and harassment, sexual exploitation can happen. Next is sexual exploitation. Do you know that on Instagram you can choose to post your Instagram stories with videos and pictures to your close friends or to the public? Let's say your Instagram or your friend's Instagram is hacked and you happen to post maybe a picture that you're not wearing appropriate clothes through Instagram story to your close friends. From this, let's say your friend's Instagram is hacked and the hacker tends to see the picture on your close friends, and somehow they can use that picture to blackmail you or use that material as a way of exploiting you through social media. Last but not least, the disadvantage of location-based services in social media. The majority of today's social media users access the services via their smartphones rather than traditional computers. As social media platforms continue to rely on mobile devices and location-based services, the risk of privacy and security breaches grows. In fact, most people's smartphones automatically collect location data on a continuous basis, and social media apps are among the most avid users of this information. So that is all from me. I will pass the slide to Adib. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Adib, and I'm going to be explaining about the positive and negative of privacy on social media. So the first I'm going to be talking about is the positive of social media, and then I'm going to continue on with the negatives of social media. So the positive is, if you're looking for a job or if you're looking to get a scholarship on your studies, usually most work opportunities usually checks on your background of your background through social media. And with that being said, if you're getting a job, like for example in Subway, right? They usually check on your background through social media such as Instagram or Meta. And the second one is you're able to voice out your opinions online through comments. Like for example, if you think that the election is rigged, you can post it online through comments and from like news articles. Like for example, there's a news article saying that Donald Trump says that the election is rigged. You are allowed to post and reply that it is not, and the whole if you disagree about the government, you are allowed to voice out your opinions online. And as for the negative, teens are prone to sexual harassment. Like for example, if you go to Instagram and if your account is public, you're essentially gonna be seen by those sexual accounts. Like for example, the very I don't know, those OnlyFans account, like promote your OnlyFans on that, on sexual harassment. And besides that, you can actually get messages on your social media regarding this sexual harassment. Like for example, you go through your inbox, you can see that, oh, I am doing this if you pay me this much, and that is very bad for teens and younger audiences. And aside from that, sexual content is basically everywhere. You see those sexual contents. If you scroll through Instagram or if you scroll to Meta, you can see that there is a lot of sexual content from different accounts. Like not just one account, those accounts may be public, but they actually post sexual content online. And through that, they want to gain more traction and they want to be more known. That's what I'm gonna say. So these are the cons of the privacy on social media. So that's my part. I'm going to pass the slides to someone else.
I'm Aliya Qarina, student ID 0132989, and for my slide I will be discussing about the challenges of digital media in this era of technology, and I will also provide suggestions to face these challenges. We cannot deny the fact that there are many provocations. However, I will only be highlighting issues that a lot of people are not aware of. And firstly, all of us are facing with privacy issues or privacy matters. As more information is posted online, the risk of hackers, cooperation, criminal intruders mining our data in ways that compromise our privacy is increasing. And other than that, there are danger that data will be exposed if you use services that values personal information, and this might happen by mistake or through security flaws. Besides privacy matters, sexual exploitation has been a very serious issue of digital media. According to a 2020 investigation by the Tech Transparency Project, almost 300 incidents of child abuse went undiscovered by Facebook between January 2013 to December 2019. They distribute photos of sexual assault, recruiting minors, and sex trafficking are all the examples of child exploitation. The vast majority of exploitation, including dating applications such as Tinder or Bumble, or websites such as Snapchat, Facebook, or Twitter. However, despite having multiple challenges, I do think that these issues can be very much prevented. But of course, the authorities must do something about it. First thing that I'll be talking about is regarding privacy affair. And in this situation, I do think that users must do their part, because nowadays people just simply post everything on social media without consent or whatsoever. So I do think that they must think twice before they share personal information online and keep their name and address to themselves, because not a lot of people know that even though sharing people's complete names may appear harmless, but we never know how a stalker or a cyber criminal or a hacker can exploit so much information about ourselves. And most importantly, always reread the social media site terms. Example, like when you join up a social media account, pay very close attention to the information you agree to disclose. For example, again, if a user decides to delete any pictures or status or videos on Facebook, those images will be erased from the site, but many stay on Facebook's servers, according to Facebook. And only a certain amount of content can't be removed if the user deletes their account completely. Lastly, about sexual exploitation, I do think if we want to protect our women or the children from being sexualized or abused online, the authorities must save them. This is because by saving the children and women, we must seek to prevent, to protect, and to prosecute who are the victims of human trafficking. We also have to educate society or parents about making sure to not simply post content or pictures of their children without their consent. There are 250 million children engaged in child labor, with 115 million of those children in hazardous work, and the government has failed to ensure to do their part. This is all for my slide. Now I'll pass the slide to Sofea.
Hello, my name is Sofea Nazri, student ID 0133748, and today I am the last person to present. So I guess that brings us to the end of our presentation. And I would like to conclude by saying that in today's world of communication and information, the media plays a major role in our lives, and it is up to us to use the media to our advantages and disadvantages in evaluating or judging the message. We must be very cautious while interacting with the media, given its huge broad authorities that should be put them to use for a better good of our mankind. And I think our culture has been so influenced by the media that many people have grown so preoccupied with images and privacy issues or anything particular. And as a result of globalization, media persuasive techniques have grown stronger and more readily accessible. And we live in a world where we are continuously exposed to the mass media and cannot help but be swayed by needless items and services and becoming lost in the media reality and as well as the media society, both of them. And I think that brings us to the end. My team members and I would like to thank you for your time and attention today. We hope you learned something from us. Thank you very much. Have a good day.